Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone is doing well today. Before we officially begin our event, let us say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Thank you. My name is Anindra Julieta Gunawan, and I'm very happy to welcome all of you to our online panel discussion. And the title is How to Recycle Use Things Properly in the Education Environment. Before moving forward, allow me to read a short welcoming remark from our public speaking lecturer, Ms. Arjulayana MPD. Thank you very much to Ms. Arjulayana MPD for the welcoming remark. Before we continue, please kindly note these simple guidelines. First, please mute your microphone unless you are speaking. Second, if you want to participate, use the raise hand feature or the chat box. Third, stay until end because we will have Q&A session. Thank you for your cooperation. Let us say Bismillah once again as we read today's agenda. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's agenda includes first, opening by the MC. Second, introduction of moderator and panelists. Third, presentation by the panelists. Fourth, discussion and Q&A. The last is closing. We will now move to the next part of our program. It is my pleasure to introduce our moderator, Ms. Nazwa Alia Wahab, who will guide us through today's online discuss. Ms. Nazwa, you may continue the session.
Okay, thank you very much, Ninda. Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to our panel discussion. Since we are meeting online, feel free to interact using the chat box or reaction features anytime. Today, we will discuss an important topic that affects our daily school life. How to recycle use things properly and responsibly as students. It is an honor to introduce our speaker today, Dr. Rahma Indira Azahra, MPD, who has experience in environmental education and sustainability practice in schools. Dr. Rahma, whenever you are ready, you may proceed with your explanation.
Thank you very much, Miss Nazwa, and thank you also to our Master of Ceremony for such a warm opening. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all well and ready to learn something new today. Before I begin, let me ask a quick question. Do you usually recycle at school? You may answer in the chat box. It's okay. Maybe today's session will inspire all of us to start. Today, I will share three simple points about how we can recycle use things properly in the school environment. First, students must know what can be recycled. Many students throw everything into one bin. Items that can be recycled include plain plastic bottles, paper, cardboard, and the last metal cans. But if items are dirty or mixed with food, they cannot be processed. So the first step is understanding. Secondly, schools should give simple recycling activities. Recycling becomes a habit when students practice it directly. Examples include separating waste in class, reusing paper by writing on both sides, making crafts from used materials, collecting bottles for recycling programs. The simple activities make recycling practical and fun. Third, school must have a clear recycling system. A good system helps students recycle easily. For the example, bins with label, plastic, paper, general waste, colorful sign, cooperation with recycling center. When the system is simple and clear, students will follow it naturally. If you have questions during my explanation, feel free to write them in the chat. I will gladly answer them in the question and answer session. That is all from my material for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope this motivates us all of us to be more responsible in managing waste. I now return the session to the moderator.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rahma, for the clear and meaningful explanation. We will now continue to the Q&A session. If you have any question, please type them in the chat box. Thank you for all the great question, and thank you once again to our panelists for the valuable insight. Before we end the discussion, here's a short conclusion. Today, we learned three important things. The first is students must know which items can be recycled. Second is school should provide simple recycling activity. And the last is a clear recycling simple system helps everyone follow the rules easily. If students and schools work together, recycling can become a daily habit that protects our environment. With that, we officially end our panel discussion session. I now return this session back to our Master of Ceremony.
Thank you very much to our moderator and our speaker for today's inspiring and education session. Before we close, let us say Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.